Oh, he's spraying there again. I should just stop the string halfway through. GG's. Alright, let me check the replays. Third ID. All buttons, no brakes. Oh, Jesus. Oh, by the way, my graphics card is dying, so depending on the map, you might see some visual glitches. That is why I only play training stage. So if that is happening, don't worry about it. Try to ignore it. Be careful with the whiff here. It's very hard for him to move into your range for you to stand heavy punch at right here. Kind of risky. Okay, nice. What do you do? Okay, in this situation, right? Hold on. You get the throw, and you decide to shimmy him after the dash, right? If you're going to shimmy all the way so that you can keep him in the corner when he jumps out, like this. But if you back all the way, you can anti-air him and keep him in the corner. Like you can also do this if that's too hard, by the way. This is okay. Like the priority here is keeping him in the corner. If you're going to shimmy, right? If you're going to shimmy, be ready for the jump out. Just pay attention if he whiffs the throw so that you can hit him. But if he jumps, like try to force him to stay in the corner. Don't like shimmying up to here and like blocking serves the purpose that you're trying to block his crouch medium kick when he wakes up. But in this situation, back all the way. I think it's much better. Try to keep him in the corner because your ring condition is over here, right? Hitting a button into. Also back throw here if you're going to throw. Remember to always back throw him into the corner instead of forward. Otherwise a little bit of a waste. You got the throw. Okay. That's good. You can DP that. You need to be trying to DP that. If you're throwing out a Hadouken, right? At this range, that means you should be expecting a jump. And if you're expecting a jump, like you're doing nothing here. You're literally waiting for your animation to be over. So always be ready in that situation for you to anti-air. Like you can be doing the motion like while you're throwing out Hadouken here if you want. Holy shit, what the fuck was that? That sound cue. There's a chance the opponent's going to jump, and like there's literally nothing that you can do while you're waiting for the animation, so being ready to buffer, like maybe you have to practice that into your muscle memory, right? But it's really important, because you would have been able to DP in this situation. Yeah, you can definitely DP him here. Buffering the animation. Yeah, no, like, just be Omega ready. If you're going to throw Hadouken, like, you're gonna be stuck in the animation. So be ready to anti-air. Since that is like that is the one way that they can get through your Hadouken, by jumping over it. This Hadouken is really good. Yeah, you kind of whiff that way to. Throwing out a Hadouken here is fine. He's way too far to jump at you, anyways. Mashing so much. Yeah, because if he jumps you from this range, even if you do forward heavy punch, you're gonna get hit, right? It's kind of rough for you to hit him from this range, though. He has to really like step forward into you for that to work. Like, look, there's almost no reward here. Oh shit, my mistake. If you're trying to keep him out, use Hadouken there. It's much like there's less chance for you to whiff. If you're going to go for forward heavy punch, do it in a situation where it's harder for him to walk out of your range. And if you get a counter hit, for example, you can continue into something else. If you're just going for the poke. Like you can be less committal about it. You can use like forward medium kick, for example. Forward medium kick is really good in that situation because even if... Okay, watch this. Yeah, I'm gonna input as fast as possible. See if you can whiff punish it. Yeah, if you're going to poke from this afar, this or this. Just be careful with the spacing. It's a very big move. Back throw here is good, but you kind of burn a lot of meter for it. Just be careful. You're okay. Hold on. Watch this. Two ways for this to be very risky for you. One is if he does this on reaction to your thing, and the other one, which is even worse, is if he mashes the reversal here. Because then you're very low on this corner with no meter for a reversal, with no gauge for a super reversal. I think if you're going for this, by the way, at a jab just to make it a through block string, then they have to guess after. So I'm gonna do block reversal, OD Shoryuken. I'm gonna do this. Okay, maybe I have to make them block. Yeah, you can't. Okay, see this? This is really important. I'm gonna hold back after I do crouch medium punch into drive rush. I cannot bait the reversal, right? Okay, this is important because the same from crouch medium kick. If opponent is mashing reversal there after you do a drive rush, there is no way for you to stop yourself to make that whiff. Like there's nothing you can do here. The only thing you can do to stop this OS is do a true block string. Basically, there is no gap in this, so he is forced to block the jab. And after he's forced to block the jab, you put yourself in a situation where you have a... Oh, hold on, I turned off the wrong thing. Or you have a strike throw mix-up. So if you do this, and then you go for the throw, I think it's fine. Because you're basically forcing them to... Okay, if you're going to reversal and then I block it, you're gonna get fucked. But if you don't, he can just smash the reversal here every single time, and it's gonna hit you every time you go for the throw. If there is, like, for some reason you want to bait your opponent's reversal, then no, then it's fine. Or for example, if you do a stand heavy punch. So the thing is, from stand heavy punch, you can block... Oh wait, what the fuck? You can't block it? You're joking. Hold on, let me show you something. Okay, Akuma, you got fucked there. I guess that's one thing he doesn't have. But yeah, you should always you should always do it. Most characters, usually if you hit them with a heavy and drive rush, then you can bait the reversal. So in this situation, right? In this situation, going for the throw is okay, because here, if they choose to reversal you, there is the option for you to block the reversal. But if you're if you do a crouch medium kick, for example, that option doesn't exist. If they do the reversal, you always get hit unless you do a true block string. Unless you do a true block string, you always get hit. Like maybe there is like some fucking ending walker dumb shit that you can do here, right? Maybe you can do that. But yeah, that's like an outlier of an outlier. You have to do your super on a read that they're gonna do a reversal. Does that make sense? So usually you go for the block string. Unless you're fine with baiting the reversal. Like let's say... Okay, let me go back to Akuma. Let's say the situation is reversed here. Opponent Akuma is 2 bars. That's because I watch replays and see people teching there, but now I see that it doesn't make sense. Yeah, you have to do this and then you force the strike throw. That's the proper way to do it. Like, because the situation is the same essentially, right? You're +3 on their face. They have to guess between this and this. Or like this, this and this, and if you do this and they get hit because they tried to tech the throw, then you kill them. If they don't and you go for the throw, then you get the throw. But at least you have the option to block the reversal. Otherwise, you don't. Okay, so I was gonna say, let's say okay, opponent Akuma is at 2 drive bars, and you have enough HP that baiting the reversal is worth it. This is okay. He's still in the corner, right? Opponent is burned out or almost burned out, and you still have enough HP to play around. So if you're okay with baiting the reversal, or if you're okay with like, okay, if they reversal on me, that's fine. I'll take the hit. Then you do it. Otherwise, go for the true block string. Always. Just be aware that if you get the hit, though, you need to go for the correct combo, right? If you're getting the hit with the crouch medium kick. You need to confirm into the combo. You can hit confirm this pretty easily though. Like just see if crouch medium kick works and then do the combo. Otherwise do the block. You can do this. You're good enough to do this for sure. But yeah, be careful there. And be careful with your normals. Let's see the next one. Okay, that was a nice... Okay, this one is the one I wanted to tell you. Okay, look at your gauge right now. This is actually kind of important. Okay, so you went for this version of the combo, right? You get the sweep. If you jump in, you get the safe jump, right? Let me show you a really good reason for you to go for safe jump. Okay, first I'm gonna watch your drive gauge here. Okay, that's how much you gained from that interaction, right? Now I'm gonna do the same, but I'm gonna go for the maybe he doesn't drop it though. Maybe he doesn't block it, I guess. Hold on, let's see. You gain more gauge if you go for the overhead or for the safe jump, and the safe jump is completely safe. It's a true block string as well, so he can reversal you. It's completely safe, and you gain meter. Okay, let me mark this down so I can explain it later better on the practice mode after the replay. Because right here you don't really have enough meter to pressure them, right? So you kind of have to work your meter back up so that you can play comfortably. And to do that, you need to like play safely and poke like this. This is a really good for a heavy punch. Pay attention on the spacing here. The spacing here is really good. Even if he... Oh, I'm holding back on Terry here, by the way. Even if I hold back on Terry, he's still gonna be forced to block it. So from this range, the forward heavy punch is... This is really good range. Because the proximity block kind of forces him to hold it, even if he holds back. This one I like. I really like. Just be careful with your spacing. You're doing it from a little bit too far, usually. Ooh, too close. Don't do this. This is a really bad jump Hadouken. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't think jump Hadouken is that strong. Some matchups it can be annoying. Like there are good strategies for you to do air fireball, right? Like for example, neutral jump like this. This is really good because it will catch people walking up to you and try to press. Holy fuck! I can't believe the hit. And you can get a combo after. Actually don't know the combo though. Hey, what the fuck? This is alright if you have the meter to spare. Like this. But forward jump fireball in that situation, that's so close. It's so easy to just anti-air it. Or like walk under you and kill the fuck out of you for that one. So be careful with it. Like from this range, don't do it. It's kind of bad. You got so lucky that you couldn't get the punish there. Okay, that one I can see. Hey, yo, Vanilla, what's up? This one I can't understand because you jumped over the fireball and you're trying to make him stop walking so that you can pressure him, right? This one I can understand. Can he DP you even? Yeah, okay. Even then, right? Even then, it's a risk. Yeah, be careful with their fireballs, man. I really don't like them as a tool. I don't know if you realize, but when I was playing, I barely fucking used them. Yeah, like, it used to be much better when Akuma came out, but they nerfed the shit out of it. It's so easy for you to get through that. Like, versus characters that have bad DP, right? Versus Mai, Aki, versus Jamie. Characters that have, like, no horizontal range on their DP, then it's fine. But those that do, like Shotos, Terry, then holy shit, dude. You're gonna get anti-aired like crazy. Be careful with it. That's what I'm trying to say. If it were to me, I'd tell you not to use it at all, but if you like using it, you can find ways to use it. That was unfortunate. He jumped on your timing here. I'll say though, this was a little bit too predictable because you did a backdash. Backdash into fireball, this is kind of predictable. Be careful with it. If you're going to... why are you backdashing here anyways though? Like he's burnt out, right? Pressure him with your normals in the corner. Like, you're this far already, you're outside of his reversal range. I feel like you really don't need to backdash here. Like, stick your ground and press buttons on his face. If he tries to jump out, then you anti-air. Like, this backdash, it gives him too much space, right? He gets too much space to, like, walk forward, and then he gets to shimmy back and forth around, well, because he's not right up to the corner. You're basically trying to suffocate him in the corner by not allowing him to move. So, like, backdashing there gives him a little bit too much space. Yeah, when you put someone in the corner, be careful to not back away and give away pressure. Because this is giving away too much pressure. Like, you're plus here, you don't need to. You don't need to be scared of crouch medium kick as well, because if you stay still, I don't think he can hit you from this range. Like, he has to walk forward into you, and if he's walking forward into you, you have plenty of time to challenge his movement. Or here you can literally walk back and forth, like, in and out of his range, while he has to sit still and watch you do it, basically, and try to press on your timing. This is a little bit too defensive, especially versus someone who is burnt out, right? But remember, stand your ground. Don't give him too much leeway on the corner. Like, yeah. Oof. Oh my days. Don't do this. Okay, as long as I can get you to see it. You have a good gameplay going, right? You're not bad at all. But you're kind of like throwing away a lot of your leads by doing stuff that is kind of funky. That was a really good though. That was really good. Also, this was... Okay, hold on. Maybe it was a spur of the moment thing, right? You don't need SA3 to kill him here. You were desperate? Yeah, fair enough. Actually, people here in Japan, they say that a lot. It's really good practice for it. If you're going for the final hit, always use like your full gauge for it. There's no need for you to save your gauge if you're going for the last hit, right? If you're going for the ending. So just fully burn out here. Drive rush and etc. But yeah, I mean, it's fine. You could have done SA2 instead of SA3, but like, the game was really close and it can happen, right? I feel like you use a little bit too much meter for this conversion. Sandals. Here, right? Okay, you block this. This is minus 11 first and foremost, so you can punish this like really heavily, but you did the light. I'm gonna let that go because I think you know it and you just did it out of like in a spur of a moment thing. But even then, you shouldn't confirm this into a drive rush cancel because you don't have the meter for it. Right here, you need to do something that is cheap, basically. Okay, I'm gonna go from a light first. God damn it. Something cheap that allows you to like get some ground going and get a punish on him. The drive rush there is kind of bad because it really fucks your meter. Preferably, right? Preferably here. You can do this. You can get oh fuck, you can't get that. You can do this as well. Beat him into heavy into M-Tatsu for Aoki. This is really good because he's standing up after you do heavy. But be really careful with your gauge. Like, if you're going for this punish, you have way too little gauge for you to go into a drive rush. And you don't need to because you're doing like 2 normals before confirming into drive rush. It's not like a single button into drive rush, like a crouch medium kick, right? Be careful here. Because I'm so worried about the corner and okay, I just didn't check meter. Yeah, okay. Fair enough. No, end player control, there it is. Yeah, because now you're kind of forced to playing defensive, right? Holy shit, no meter. Let's go, Noah. Get him. I like it, I like it. Oh, nice tech. That was good. More fireballs. Ow. Yeah, it was gonna lead to a burnout. Like, it's so hard because in this situation, like, literally the only thing that you can do to try to avoid burnout is, okay, now I have to play defensive, and you have to go back and try to poke with like low value things, right? Until you have a little bit of meter so you can start playing the game properly again. And especially since you have 0 super, that's so risky. What if he gets a back throw on you and you're in the corner? Be really careful with that. Nice. Nice air turn. I like this Hadouken. Do it again. You got a Hadouken here. He's minus 12 because he got hit. Do it again. It's safe. It's virtually safe. There's nothing he can do to stop you here. Do another one. Fuck. You can even do a light if you want, because it takes longer for it to hit him. If you hit a Hadouken and you force them to block or take the hit from this far, the second one is safe. It's absolutely safe. Unless you're playing against fucking Cammy or Mai with SA2 and the flame stocks, right? There are people that can punish you, but generally you can. It's pretty safe. And especially if you're trying to recover your gauge, this is the thing you should have went with. Ow, that sucks. Ooh. Yeah, here's pretty bad for you. If this happens, if this ends up happening, it's kind of rough. Like, a few things that you have a few things that are very like easy to fix if you practice a little. Your overall gameplay is still pretty good. You have good pressure, you have good combos. Just be careful when people are in the corner for it to not back away like this, because you're giving them leeway to walk up and back and forth here, right? They shouldn't be allowed to do this. They should be like fucking hugging the corner here. And like if they want to press forward to do this, you have to force them to walk into you. And you have the option to like walk back here and force them to whiff and miss the punish like me. There you go. By the way, this is why you see me getting a lot of forward heavy punches in the corner like I did. If they try to walk up here, this hurts. This really hurts. Also, safe jump. Okay. Watch this. Okay, that's about how much meter I get, right? If I do this, I get much more meter and I'm much safer because it's a true block string. So there's no way for him to like reversal me halfway through, even though the other one there is. It's completely safe, by the way. Use it. If you need meter, safe jump into heavy fireball, not light. I'm doing light, but I'm dumb. Heavy punch, heavy. Through a safe jump mid screen. Yeah, no, it's really good for you to recover meter. Oh, like have it in your pocket. Know that it exists, and if you want to recover meter and play safely, it's a really good option if you get a hit. It's really good as well, because you can get it from a light, right? Yeah, it's really good. Okay, the other one was here. Wake up forward jump. Perfect. I'm gonna do a knockdown on here. Sure, let's go for the throw. This is really good to stop them from, like, preferably you're going to DP them, right? But it's really fine if you as long as you can keep them in the corner. That's the priority. You don't have to be DP. Let me get my meter back so I can show you the other stuff. Like, okay, if you're really cracked, if you're Kawano, basically, this becomes a thing. Right, you can combo them after it. But it has to be a neutral jump. I guess you can do that. But yeah, it's really fine for you to do jump back medium to get them to stay in the corner. Because again, Akuma in the corner is a fucking menace. Sometimes I have trouble looking for the throw and responding to other options if they don't tech. Okay. Practice. Do multiple recordings. This is how I did it the first time that I was practicing it. Come over here. You set the recording trigger on input, and you do on input, and you do this, and then as soon as you press the button, it will start recording, right? So the idea is, okay, delay tech, forward jump, neutral jump and parry. Okay, good. Instant neutral jump and parry. I'm dumb. You have to set them up as a wake up option. Duh. Okay, what am I doing? So you go over here and you set them up as on the record thing. There you go. Of course it's not gonna work. Okay, 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 okay. But now it works. There we go, okay. Haven't done this in a while. Okay, let's practice. Oh, I was too late with him. Okay, I need to DP that. But yeah, start slow, right? Like get 2 or 3, and then you can add stuff as you get better, and you try to build up your muscle memory with it. Getting better. Okay, I did the wrong one again. Yeah, as long as you get the idea, right? You can practice this. You can practice getting better at reacting at this stuff. The stuff that you're having trouble with. Nice, matey. Okay, I really like this forward heavy punch, by the way. Because it's in the corner, there's no way for him to back out of it, right? You're safe after. By the way, remember when I told you? Remember the OD reversal thing? This is what I mean. He was late with the jab, and because he was late with the jab, you can reversal this. Pretty much free. There's nothing he can do there unless... and if you try to do the reversal and he presses the light punch faster, then you get blocked. You get a block. You don't lose the reversal. You don't whiff it. That's what I mean. But yeah, you have to try to confirm it. But okay, if you know about it, it's fine. Ooh, that's a bad burnout. Again, be careful with your meter. This is fine enough. You don't need to do OD there. Okay, I can see if you can get like, okay, let's say that you do this combo and Luke's health goes to around here, where the next throw will kill. I can understand that because you're setting up a lethal and he has to guess for life basically, right? But right here, Luke can very safely take the throw. I mean, I guess throw loops exist, so there is an argument for that, but I feel like you should keep meter and play slowly. Like, it's much easier to get the win more often that way, because it's less coin flipping. The only way that you kill him here is either you shimmy a throw and get a hit, or you do 2 throws, right? And I understand that you went for the shimmy, but like, the shimmy failed. You're fucked. You have to get your meter back. Like, if the shimmy fails here, like that, if that was your idea for you have to hold it in. You have to hold it until you either get your meter back or you can get a good hit in. So trying to pressure in this situation is gonna be hard no matter what, because you took your chance and you failed the read and you like kind of put all your money onto the fucking read, right? If you want to play like that, it's fine. Like, Noah plays like that and he's a fucking god for it. But personally, I tell you to be more careful here, right here. In this situation, instead of spending your meter, go for something that doesn't burn you out, so that you can pressure more safely and the DI doesn't matter that much. Like, I don't give a, if he has DI here, I don't give a fuck, right? You block the DI or you can press a button on his face and it doesn't matter. Much safer, much easier to like control the game if you do this. Be careful when you're picking your option to not burn yourself out. Again, if you're going to put all your eggs in one basket and go for that, if that fails, then you're gonna have to scramble until you get a good hit in. As long as you're aware that that's how it's gonna work, right? Risky for the parry here. You can DP this. Perfect parry timing was nice though, so. Fireball was really good. Oh, you can anti-air that. Be careful, you're parrying you're parrying way too many jump-ins. Be careful there. You need to start buffering your anti-air a little bit more. Getting into the like, even if you get hit trying to do the anti-air, eventually that means you're gonna be able to get the anti-airs, right? It's gonna suck early though. Like, let me warn you, practicing anti-airs in ranked matches is holy shit. Diction. In ranked matches especially, is going to suck early on because you're going to try to go for them and get hit while doing it, but that's how you get better at them. Like, parry feels safer because even if you fail the perfect parry, you still get a block. That shit is gonna get exploited a lot, dude. Once you play players that like recognize that you're going for a lot of parries in your jump-ins and start doing like regular landing into throw. Yeah, try to work in anti-airing as much as possible. Like, if you can parry, that means you can anti-air. If it's a very annoying angle, like if you don't know if he's gonna land behind you, then I can understand the parry. But if he's jumping forward, like in front of you, practice buffering the anti-air. It's really good. Like, it's really important, actually. Okay, Luke. Let me show you something that is Luke specific. Okay, tell me how many times this has happened with you. Luke gets a combo on you, puts you in the corner. Right here. And now you're blocking, and he does this. This right here, this is not safe for Luke. There's one way for Luke to do this that is safe every time, and it's send heavy punch into heavy sand blast. The trick is there's a gap in between that. Do you see that gap? 4 frames. 4 frames is not enough for you to get a normal in, but watch this. This is very vulnerable to this. You see that? Or even better, if you see the startup and you have lethal on him, let's say. There's a gap there. If there's a gap, that means you can sweeper through it. You can reversal through it. Don't let him do this for free. Don't let him do this for free. So there's one way for Luke to make this a little bit harder on you, and that is doing light. Light is very negative in block. If he does this into light and you're not able to parry, it's because it was a true block string, and if it was a true block string, that means you can try to take your turn after. And if he doesn't space it really well, you can punish. Yeah, no, parry this. Very, very easy to practice. Another one that happens a lot, you're playing against Croa, the prodigy over there. He's a big Noah fan, he burns out every single time. And then the dude does this, right? Oh my god, I don't know what to do. Okay, Toriaizu. How to say that in English? Okay, let me just do this, and when I get the hit, I'm gonna confirm it into a super. Or like this. Oh my god, the fucking Lukes do this so much in lower rank, like this. On your face. Okay, now I'm plus. Let me do it again. Don't I do this a lot? You can hella stop them from doing this, by the way. It's very easy for you to interrupt this. Get the timing right, so you don't whiff like that. This is really not free. You can stop them there. And like the one thing that Luke can do to make this harder, again, is if they do a regular one without charging, right? But this one is minus. You see that? -4. That means you punish them. So if they don't charge, punish. If they charge, try to interrupt. Be ready for the Luke shenanigans. Alright. I guess that was I hope I was able to give you some pointers.